Just Weird. We're doing a special recap of EncounterQuest that happened this past weekend, April 13th, 2024, and it was in Hamlet, North Carolina. It's near Rockingham, North Carolina, sort of towards the South Carolina border.
Yeah, where the NASCAR Speedway used to be.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So we were just going to give like a little recap and some key things that kind of stuck out for us, and maybe share some sort of books and videos that we learned about through the conference. So I guess I'll just say, let's see, we got there on the Friday, and they had a kind of cool little workshop you could sign up for. It was showing you how to make plaster casts. Right, of footprints, in case you were out in the field and you saw an interesting footprint and you wanted to make a cast of it. So that was kind of fun. What did you think, Lisa?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It was fun. And then they had the dinner afterwards. That was fun too.
Yeah, the dinner with some of the, like, each table was a guest speaker.
Yeah, I like that. That was a nice setup. So
like I have behind me the flyer or the schedule events, so you get to kind of. So we were actually at a table with Alex Dietrich. Is that I don't know if that's how you say her name.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we also saw Ron Moorhead was at one of the tables, so we saw him again. And then let's see, the Ohio Night Stalkers, which were a group, I guess, from Ohio.
Yeah.
And then now you had heard of a lot of these folks more than me, because you're kind of more up on the.
Yeah, I like the watch Ancient Aliens. So I know 4 of those people have been on Ancient Aliens and other shows like William Shatner's Unexplained. And then The Truth Is Out There. And then there's, I watch all those supernatural and the UFO shows on the History Channel. I think they're kind of fun to watch. But Dr. Jeff Meldrum, he was the most famous. Well, all of them were famous, but I know he's like famous for Bigfoot research because he's like on every Bigfoot show, that you see on History Channel. And then the Ken Gerhard, you see him a lot on Ancient Aliens for Cryptid research. And then Lyle Blackburn, I've seen him once or twice. I think I've seen him once on Ancient Aliens, and it was about cryptids. So, and of course, and then Alex Dietrich, she's big time in the UFO community because she actually saw one when she was a fighter pilot, and then she's I didn't realize she has a Bronze Star. That's quite a military quite a big military decoration. I mean, they don't give those out to anybody. So she's kind of a big, American hero too, as far as her military career. But
sorry, go ahead.
I thought it was really interesting to talk to her when we were at dinner. Very generous with their information.
And it wasn't like a lot of people at the dinner. Like it wasn't like maybe how many people? You had 30 or 40 people altogether.
Yeah,
a lot of people. So you could actually talk to the speakers like pretty easily, go up and ask them questions. Like it wasn't like they were separated or something. Like you said, Alex was our table, and we were able to just chat with her. So that was really, really nice. And then there was another gentleman at our table that I think had some sort of encounter. I didn't hear what he said, but it was something alien or extraterrestrial related. So that was interesting too, because just normal day-to-day conversation, you don't get to talk to people that have had
exactly.
It was a good atmosphere, I thought, because everyone seemed like they felt kind of relaxed and was just real friendly and stuff.
Everybody was great. It was really nice, right? I thought.
And
Did
And then
we leave anybody out? I don't know if we left.
um,
Oh, the Cryptids of the Corn people.
yeah, they were the MC
Yeah,
kind of running it, and they did the plaster cast sort of workshop. I thought it was
yeah.
the two guys, right? Two, oh gosh, I don't have their names.
Um, yeah. Oh, is it
Yeah,
oh, Justin or Jay or someone like? I think it's Jay was the fellow with the ponytail, and then
yeah. He was doing the kind of,
Justin was the one with the hat. With the hat.
oh,
I
okay.
think I'm not sure if I got that right or not, but they were
But
both really nice. They were from Ohio. I think that
okay.
isn't that right? They're from
I'll have to look that up. I know they have a podcast, Cryptids of the Corn
yeah, I'd like to
podcast. So
check
you
that
can
out.
always, yeah,
That
you can,
name you could definitely you'll definitely find it with that name. That's an unusual name
yeah,
for
yeah, you
a
can just
podcast.
Google it. That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna look that up too.
And so on the Saturday, they had a whole lineup, which, and I was surprised, like, they had what food trucks and like bouncy castle for kids and kind of
Mhm.
vendors outside. So I thought it was a really nice whole setup.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then inside, of course, they had the auditorium, which I thought was really nice. And then in the
Mhm.
hallway, they had different vendors. So you can buy t-shirts or
Oh yeah,
gosh, just about anything.
oh yeah, keychains and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I was just looking at the oh, and the first speaker we saw was Alex Dietrich. So that was kind of neat that we just talked to her the night before.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a yeah. She was very open with all her information. I really enjoyed hearing her experience. It sounds like a kind of scary thing, really. I She said she wasn't scared. It was like she was just kind of um trying to figure out what she was looking at or something. I
Yeah.
could understand that. It would be kind of like, what is that? A big
Yeah.
tic tac outside the window.
Yeah, that's right. She had well, I think you already mentioned that is they call it like the tic tac because what she saw was she was in like a train she was in training to be a fighter pilot, I guess.
Mhm.
And then while they were doing a training exercise, they got called to do like an actual kind of real life like the intercepts something they'd seen on radar, and that's when they kind of saw this like she called it a giant tic tac sort of thing,
Yeah.
and the way it was moving, she was like they couldn't figure out like how is it doing those things like spinning on a dime and just disappeared and
Yeah,
yeah
it's crazy.
I
It
forgot
wa
what word she used. She said she wasn't scared. She said people always ask if I was scared, but it was like I was it shocked or concerned? I forgot what
Probably
word she
yeah, or
used.
she was trying to, like, think about what am I looking at or something. She said something about the way they were trained to think as pilots, so I
Yeah,
forgot what she said, but it was interesting,
yeah,
you know, but she was talking about how erratic it was moving, and like you said, it was spinning on the dime and stuff. That was pretty cool, and then, I think she mentioned it dropped in the water
or it went
and came
slower.
back up and all this stuff that it was going, oh, what else did they say about oh, the fact that she said it just disappeared at the end. It was just, I've seen, there was a video of another pilot. Yeah, I think you sent that to me. The
Oh
guy that
yeah.
was being interviewed, yeah, the other pilot that was in another plane,
Well,
and
he was
he saw it too, didn't he?
Was he the one he was actually on the aircraft carrier? I'll have to look at it
Or
again. Was he on the
maybe
aircraft carrier and he was kind of
I think
looking at
he
the
was in the
radar?
plane or
Oh, was
something,
he?
but he said
Okay.
it completely disappeared, like just like she said. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
And
wonder, you know,
she was so like I got the feeling she was deliberately trying to be like very matter of fact, very calm.
yeah, yeah, she wasn't like someone that was, off or anything like that at all.
No,
She
and
was
she
very
wasn't
clear and yeah,
dramatic or anything. She's like
no, no, she
extremely
was definitely unbelievable. That's for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it sounds like just from like other stuff I watched a couple of videos of her on YouTube, and it sounds like she's really wants to sort of get rid of the stigma of talking about UFOs, and so that like the government or can have a system like a checklist like what to look for, and
yeah, yeah,
how does it move, did you look for this, did you look for that, and have like a whole checklist that anybody could use if they do see something weird they can't explain, instead of getting laughed at and or
Yeah,
their information is put in a
exactly.
drawer somewhere. So
Exactly.
I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah, because I mean, that hopefully I would have hoped that the government was already doing that, looking into it because
Yeah,
that's a pretty big threat
it
if you,
is. Yeah, it didn't sound very
there's these
hopeful.
big, ships out there that we don't know anything about in our airspace. That's
Yeah,
kind of scary if the government doesn't know about them. So,
yeah.
but they do have like, but they created Space Force a few years ago and stuff. I
Oh,
always wondered about that. Like maybe they do know more, and of course they're not going to tell us about it. But you
I
know,
don't know. I'd have to look into that. Yeah,
yeah, I'd like to. Maybe we could do a show on that. Like, what is
yeah,
Space Force? What
yeah.
do
I
they
don't really
do?
even know.
I would love to interview people that actually work there and stuff. So,
Yeah. So, what was it? And something else she said. Oh, Alex had said that she hadn't really like it happened, and then she kind of like put it to the side, and then was it like a few years? It wasn't until a few years later, like the government that she got interviewed and questioned, and she went before Congress and all this stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. She said it. Well, it seemed like I guess the government was finally, taking notice of it, taking
Yeah,
it more serious and everything. Which
and then
that's good to know because
yeah, I know.
they need to
I'm
take that serious.
I'm surprised it took a while, it took a few years because she saw it back in 2004, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Till like a
yeah.
few years
That's a good
later.
ways. That's about that's 20 years ago. That's right.
Because she
Mhm.
said this has been going on for 20 years. Like she's been interviewed so many times. And she said they always want to talk to her in person. Like it's not enough that she's already told her story. They want to
Yeah,
see
that's
her face and see her tell it, I guess.
yeah. She's become kind of like a rock star in the
Yeah.
UFO community.
I don't know if she really likes it. She's kind of like,
Yeah, I don't think
I
I
kind
would
of
like
have to
that
do it.
either. No,
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I would not like that at all. But but that's nice that she gets given all that information away. So
Yeah. I liked was it Dr. Jeff Meldrum?
yeah, he
He
was so
was really
nice.
good.
I was
Yeah, he
like,
was
wow, he's
because
a professor.
yeah,
They're not as friendly sometimes.
sometimes
Or in my experience, they weren't. But he was very nice. I was like, wow. And he's from, I think he was a Duke University professor. So
I don't
he was
remember what
a very nice, friendly person. He was
yeah.
very generous with his information too. I thought that was great. And he
Yeah,
didn't speak to you like you were, uh,
kind of stupid or something.
yeah.
Yeah, he just talked normally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was nice. And I
Yeah.
talked to the guy named was it Ken Gerhard? He was very friendly too. He was
Yeah, they were all very easy to talk to and
yeah, yeah,
like for people that are been on TV and are kind of famous, I was like, oh wow, this is
yeah.
great. They're just milling around with everybody else. Just talk to them.
Yeah, you would think people would be kind of, stuck up a little bit or something. You know what I mean? From
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you've been on all these shows, but they weren't like that at all. So
no,
that was great. I thought.
yeah. And Dr. Meldrum in his talk, he was well, of course, he talks about Bigfoot being like a what's it he called a relic hominid. I'll
Oh
have to look it
yeah, yeah. You got that book. That's
and I got his field guide. If I can, I'm gonna show it
yeah.
with the filter here. Oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
oh
Well,
no, I
for
did
some reason it
something.
won't show.
I can't
Oh, I
show.
see
Oh,
it.
there you
Oh,
go.
there
Back
it
watch
is.
field guide. But anyway, it's really good. It's like laminated. I don't know if I can show it or not. And I can't really show it, but I like how inside it's got like a big ruler. Like if you can't see it, but if you pull it out, it
Hmm.
has a ruler. So like say you have it in your backpack and you're out and you think you found a print, you can measure it with this and take a picture of it. It was kind of cool. I thought. I don't know
Yeah,
why the
yeah.
ruler just impressed me so much. I was like,
I know it was useful.
but he was saying something in his presentation, and I wish I had like taken notes, but wasn't he comparing like the habitat of like the bears in North
Oh
America?
yeah, he was saying, wasn't he
Was
saying that the sightings kind of coincided with black bear sightings or
was it
something
black
like
bear?
that?
Yeah, and it kind
That
of
maybe
follows.
they like the same areas and foliage and stuff.
Yeah, that's and I guess feeding. They're both were they omnivores?
Oh, something. Yeah, I think
Yeah, so
so.
he was kind of using like biology to see where their habitat might be similar to bears' habitat, and maybe even was it the population? He's kind of trying to estimate how many Sasquatch he thought were in North America based on like the habitat
Yeah,
and how many bears, which was just kind of interesting take on it, I thought.
yeah, I thought
Kinda
so too.
cool.
I mean, he kind of I don't think he's into the paranormal like view
No,
of it. I think he's more into the biology and scientific, which is good too. It's good to hear all
yeah,
the sides. I like to hear all sides. But
yeah.
he had some good information. Yeah, I don't know about. Well, see, he said that he thought there might be 150 in North Carolina, according to what you were talking about the black bear sightings and the. I
Oh
can't imagine there would
yeah.
be 150
Well,
Bigfoots around there, but you
I could
know,
see if they're spread out, and I forgot what else he said. Probably,
it is a pretty big state and everything.
and
Yeah,
they would be more solitary or like not in big groups, right? Was it? He was kind of comparing them to like
yeah,
orangutan
that was
species almost.
interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was all of what he said was really interesting. I thought
Yeah, but
I don't remember all of it, but
it's a lot. But like you
yeah, it
said,
was a lot.
he was definitely like, this is a biological, this is a species. He was not going into the other side, which makes sense because he talked about how just studying Sasquatch kind of put his career at risk. He almost didn't get
Oh
tenure
yeah, that was
because of
terrible, wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
he kept at it, and I thought that was really good that he didn't give up on it. He
yeah,
just
I
kept
am
going
too.
in. So
Yeah,
now
me.
he's like a professor with tenure and studying Bigfoot, so it kind of gives it more, I don't know, credence or something.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think so too. Well, in Duke University, they had the Rhine Center, remember, and that was part of the university, or it was funded by the university at one time. Of course, now I
Yeah.
think it's like privately funded.
I think, or
Um,
is it a nonprofit now? Maybe I can't
I'm
remember.
not sure. I'm not sure, but I guess
Yeah,
you would think Duke University would be more open minded at the time. Of course, maybe he was at another university when that um
I know now he's
it
at.
with
Is it like
tenure.
now he's not there. He's is it Colorado or I
Yeah,
have
or
to look.
Iowa or something like that. Gosh, I don't know. We should have. I should
I
have
can
looked at
check.
the bio.
I can
I-
check real quick. Oh, I have it. No, it doesn't say on here. I can check real quick and see. If,
yeah, it was probably maybe Duke was part of his journey to. I don't know.
yeah. Right now it says he's a full professor of anatomy and anthropology at Idaho State
Idaho State.
University.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
since
so. That
19.
must be the university he was having the issue with, and
Maybe. I
I'm
think
not sure.
any university will probably give them a hard time, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Because we know about universities, don't
Yeah,
we?
we used to work for one.
Yes.
We won't name any names.
No, we will let those be nameless.
Yeah, but I did think the other speakers, they all except yeah, I think all of them were kind of leaning towards like, let's look at the scientific proof, let's not go into the paranormal. Was it one of them? Was it gosh, one of the
Um,
other speakers, Jeff, no, Gerhard. I'm
oh
terrible.
yeah, the Ken
Ken
Gerhard guy.
Gerhard. Sorry, yeah.
Oh
Was
yeah,
he was
that's
the one saying like he didn't think Sasquatch had like really supernatural elements necessarily. Just it just thought because people didn't have an explanation, so then they would kind of think of these other possible explanations for it. So he was
yeah,
kind of like shifting away from the paranormal, supernatural type thing, I thought.
yeah. Because I mean, you kind of want to look for the science, something that's backed by science and biology and stuff. But yeah, it looks like sometimes there's things that are outside of that. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. If they're, yeah, like you say, how
I
do you
mean, maybe
explain?
they may be out
Yeah,
there. I guess that's what he was saying. We don't know. But it's fun to kind of listen to all the different viewpoints and
yeah, I think so. It's you can't really rule anything out, you know.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Um, and they didn't, it seemed like Bigfoot was the main sort of cryptid they were talking about.
Yeah, I thought it was
Really,
more of a Bigfoot festival, and it, you know,
well, that,
that's why I was glad they had the UFO part of it
yeah,
too, because
that's right. Lyle Blackburn was talking about his books, like about Lizard Man and things like that. So that was kind of interesting.
yeah, he was very entertaining. I he was
Yeah,
funny, and
he was.
he was good at storytelling.
He was. The Bray
Um,
Road Beast documentary, I think. Yeah, from
um,
2018. I looked at that, and actually he's narrating it, that guy, because I
oh, I
saw his,
didn't know
and I was like,
that. Huh.
yeah, the voice sounds familiar. So yeah, he has that deep kind of Texas voice. So he's
Mhm.
really good at like you say, telling stories, and he's a good narrator too.
Yeah, yeah, he seemed to be really good at that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was a fun event, the kind of
yeah,
tongue in cheek, some part,
that's
but
right.
it also
Yeah,
had some people that had some research that was, help. It was interesting. I thought,
yeah, it
I
was a good
enjoyed it.
mixture. Yeah, yeah.